these guys in, get them rolling here at Shane's Root Shop for a Thursday. Now, good to see you.
You too.
Saw you over by Grimsley before the season started. You looked like you were pretty excited about the year. How did it go last week?
It went pretty well. Anytime we win, it's a great success. Our offense, we got to get a better offense going so far, but our defense was pretty sound.
Pretty excited about that defense.
Well, Kenyon Duncan, he had interception return, and he's actually been in the backfield that whole game, and he helped us out a lot. And just coming downhill making tackles.
How big and strong is that guy? He sounds pretty strong. If he's in that backfield most of the night, he must be pretty strong to get in there.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
And other guys that stepped up. I know you had a big game. Other teammates may have stepped up last week.
Right, Hudnall, he did a good job of running the offense. Also, Dallas Goins, he had a pretty nice game.
Heard about him? Yeah, running back, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you did a little running too, didn't you?
Yeah, I ran a couple jet sweeps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you line up like as a slot back or in the backfield?
As a slot.
Gotcha. Excited about the future in the backfield as a running back some this year? Excited about that?
Perhaps, yes.
The kickoff return, that was, I think, a beauty, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
Describe that for us a little bit.
Well, I caught the ball, and the other returner, Braylon Faison-Walden, he had a nice block.
So he jumped in and helped you out?
Yes,
you gotta love that. That's good.
And actually the whole kick return team did a great job of blocking.
Which way were you going? You ran down the left side, right side, or toward the middle? Which way?
I ran down the left side.
Left side.
Yes.
And just a clean sweep toward the end zone.
Yes.
Did you ever get touched?
I got touched like about 10 yards in, but I broke the tackle and then just hit the sideline.
And it was all the way in to the house. Felt pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it did.
How many touchdowns had you scored before then at Grimsley?
None.
Wow, that feels even better, doesn't it? I think the guy hits his first home run ever, but first touchdown for Grimsley.
Yes.
Wow, it feels good. Now, I guess the hunger's there to get another one now, probably.
Yes, it is.
It has to be any way you can.
Definitely.
I mean, you got a lot of ways you have a chance to score to. Now, be on offense, could turn one in on a sweep, and defense, you might pick one off, take it back, or recover a fumble. I mean, the possibilities are endless, as they say.
Right.
Yeah. What's the goal for tomorrow night for you?
For me, on defense, it's just to come downhill, break down, make tackles, and drop to my zones, and perhaps get an interception, turn the game around for us. Or on offense, just to get in the box or get as many yards as I can.
What's it going to be like tomorrow night? By the end of the game, you guys are going to have 2 games under your belt. And the crazy thing is, and school hasn't even started. That's kind of crazy, too.
Yeah.
No school days. You've already played 2 football games. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Well, it's different than last year because last year we only played 1 game before we came to school, but definitely this year our student section has been there to support us at Ragsdale, and I'm hoping they'll be out there at Southern Guilford also.
Hey, if you beat Southern Guilford tomorrow night, it's going to be fun going to school that first day. I would not want to go to school the first day if I had to go back to school 0-2. If I go back to school 2-0, I'm going back to school feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
There's some good possibilities there. You walk through that door that first day, it's something about going out and having some success in your sport, and you show up at school. Sometimes the people may not all be looking at you or thinking about you, but people will take notice.
Yes.
What's in the student section getting pumped up? I mean, that's been a good support factor. How much does that boost you when they get pumped up?
Well, me personally, it's a great booster because just being on the field and knowing that our school is there to support us, it's a great feeling for us.
What's the big class coming up this fall? As far as this coming school year, what's the big class?
In terms of what?
School, academic-wise, what's the big class you think?
I guess AP Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, that'll be advanced placement in Spanish. How many years have you taken to this prior to this year? How many years have you already taken?
Well, I've been in the Spanish immersion program for since kindergarten.
So you've been in it all your life almost. Well, what do they keep? I mean, I'm just kind of digging on this. What do they keep teaching? You've had a lot of this already. What more will they be teaching you this year in the Spanish field? What do you think?
Well, it's not more teaching in this AP class. It's more of applying. So we're learning about the Spanish culture in different countries and also applying it.
It's not necessarily breaking the language down and studying language in more detail. It's more or less learning about the culture.
Right.
Culture quite a bit. If you're going to take a trip one day, maybe go to Mexico or go somewhere abroad?
I hope so.
Good visit spots are there. What is the key to winning this week? To keep this 1-0 and make this a 2-0? What's the key to winning this coming week?
Well, the key for us is to get our offense going early and jump on them early, score on them early, and also on defense, to do what we did last week, was just stop the run and force them to pass the ball.
Do you see Northern coming out running the ball quite a bit? Do you think they're going to be running the ball quite often? Is that going to be?
Yeah.
You think that's their game plan?
What we've seen on film, they run it quite a bit.
Now, if your brother was still there, they would have more intrigue to it. But since he's gone and moved on to Harris, he's moved on. You know any of these other Southern guys you're going to be keying on down there?
Yes, I know Shea Penix at quarterback. You know, we used to play baseball.
Oh, okay. So he's definitely one of their talents down there still.
Yeah.
Rayshawn Knight has moved on. He's graduated.
Yes.
Rayshawn's a good quarterback. Had him up here last year. Do you know anything about their quarterback position, what they're doing that this year?
Well, from what I've seen on film, the quarterback, he'll usually run the option. They're like an option team. And they'll just run the ball, pound it, and then perhaps pass it a couple of screens or waggle.
How much do you come up when the ball is being run by the quarterback? How much do you come up from your defensive back spot, come up toward the line, and how do you time when you're going to come up? As soon as you see him tuck it under, you come up then?
Well, actually, when I read the lineman or the left tackle. Mm-hmm. If his helmet is down, then I'll run and I'll come up.
Again, if his hands are down?
His helmet's
moving down.
Yes.
Yeah. He's looking run if he's looking down. If he's looking up, he's looking pass.
Yes.
You got to read that left tackle.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Didn't know that. Learned something every day about that. So you're reading him back in the defensive backfield, and your key read is that left tackle.
Yes.
But you don't hit him; you just read him.
I just read him.
And then you see what the quarterback's doing then by what he's doing, and then start to check out the receivers after that.
Yes.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Last week, what was the biggest challenge of that game last week? You guys beat Ragsdale.
I believe the biggest challenge was stopping the run, or actually keeping them inside. That was the biggest challenge, but I believe that we did a pretty good job of that.
And once guys like, is it Mr. Duncan, Canyon Duncan up front, once they were able to get the contain going and you guys in the defensive backfield rushed in, finished off the tackles, kind of cleaned up the pile?
Yes.
Any idea how many tackles you had last week?
No, I'm not sure.
Are you keeping any numbers? The only number you got right now is that touchdown number, right?
Yeah.
How many yards is that again?
This is 89.
Kickoff return, yeah.
It was 89
89-yard kickoff return. Wow. Amazing. Good game last week. Let's see. How do you relax after the game, and when the game's over, kind of put all this in a different process, a different file? How do you able to wind down and relax after the game's over?
Well, on the trips back, if it's an away game, we'll celebrate on the bus, to tell them we did good, and and then when I get home, I'll just relax, maybe watch the news to see what other teams won, and then I'll go to bed.
During the week, do you stay pretty relaxed during the week, trying to keep a low profile, kind of a low key during the week time?
Yes.
You're not up kind of grabbing guys in the hallway and knocking guys down, and just kind of an easy-going kind of player. Yeah. But it was still kind of strange. You guys hadn't had any school yet, no school days, and all this football going. What time have you been practicing this week? You guys already in the afternoon practice sessions now?
Yeah, we've been practicing at 4:15, from 4:15 to 6:30.
What about today's session? What time did you guys go today? 4:30?
Today, our receiver coach called the receivers on early so we could work on our routes. So we came in about 3:30 and ran a few routes, and then when the whole team came out, we went at 4:15.
And 4:15, what time did you get through today? A little earlier than usual?
Yeah, about 5:30.
Who's the receivers coach?
Coach Tripp.
Coach Tripp, okay. Any other new? Everybody's a new coach this year. What do you think about this new coaching staff? There's some guys on there.
I believe they're great coaches. Coach Brown, he's doing a real good job of carrying on what Coach Pat established for us there at Grimsley.
And is there a Coach Simmons? Is he there this year?
Yes.
Heard his name dropped in. Heard that Jason Simmons is back coaching again.
Yes.
What part of the game is he helping out with?
He's helping with the defensive backs and the corners.
And the DB. That's kind of back in your territory.
Yes.
So you got him as well then?
Yes.
So you're working on the offensive side, defensive side. Who's the special teams guru over there right now?
Well, it's basically all the coaches, but Coach Will Brown is basically the one that's doing all the special teams.
Kind of give me the evaluation on Coach Darryl Brown. What kind of coach is he, and what have you seen from him so far as your new team leader, new head coach, and some things you're picking up and learning from him?
Well, Coach Brown, he's a great coach. He's been getting after us pretty well at practice. Having an up-tempo practice instead of dragging around.
I guess it's all. I was there one day. I guess most of everything he does is on a time frame. It's all based on the clock. You guys on that clock, you're doing certain things. 5-minute session here, 6 or 7 minute session here and there. But you guys moving one place to the other. Everything, like you say, is at a steady clip.
Yes, we usually at practice we'll have a 55-minute session for offense and a 55-minute session for defense, and then either at the beginning of the practice or the end of practice we'll work on our special teams.
Other than, say, Grimsley, from what you see around the county this year, who's going to be the best team you think in the county or area this year?
I'm actually not sure. I'll probably say Dudley.
That's a good pick. I thought you might select them. After Dudley, who else are we looking at, you think?
Dudley.
Well, they really stand out big early.
I'm not sure because I haven't been really paying attention.
What about Page? Page has still got to be one of those teams.
Yeah, they're up there.
Chances looking better to can't look at them now, you can't look ahead, but as far as being ready for Page, you see this being a more ready team this year than any years in the past.
Yes. From what I've seen on film, they've been a pretty sound team.
Travel-wise, ask this question tonight. If you could travel anywhere in the world and visit any place in the world, just get away from it all and travel, where would you visit? Because I know you're kind of a world-renowned kind of man as far as the academics go, so you probably got sometimes you're probably thinking about other places. Where would you head to?
Well, to be honest, I would go anywhere just to learn about the different cultures around the world. Nowhere in specific.
How about the place you would not go? There's got to be some place you'd stay away from. You might steer clear of.
Nah, not really.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself going when you get all your academics together in a couple of years you graduate? Any ideas still where you might be heading to down the road?
I'm not sure. I know that I want to either major in music or criminal justice.
Are you still thinking about maybe advancing into college football? Is that becoming a bigger thing now?
Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps.
In the music, back us up again and kind of reverse us on the music that you're into, instruments you play, and what you do with music.
Well, I play 7 instruments. Most of them string instruments, the cello being my main one, and I play guitar when I have free time, and I also play the piano.
What kind of music do you like?
Any kind of music.
No specialty? Do you play in church or any groups or things like that?
I just play with my school orchestra, and that's about it.
Okay, that says a lot right there. Is that actually one of the classes you take as far as school goes, orchestra?
Yes.
I guess you probably aced all your work in there over the years. No problem there. What instrument do you play in the orchestra?
I play the cello.
In the cello. Got it. Have you ever done anything, let me ask this in the past, ever done anything with the Eastern Music Festival, attended that, or done anything over there?
Well, over the summers, these past summers, I've been going to the UNCG Summer Music Camp.
Gotcha.
And it's a very good camp. And I've also auditioned for All County, and this year I'm planning on auditioning for All State.
And you look at the music camp versus the football camp, which one's tougher and how are they different?
I would say the music camp is tougher because we only have a week to learn the music that they give us.
And then what happens at the end of that week? How do you guys have a performance?
Yes, we have a concert at the end of the week.
And is that for the people around UNCG? You perform there?
Well, yeah, we perform at the ACOG Auditorium, but anybody can come. It's mostly the people that their parents that are the people that were in the camp, that participated in the camp, their parents were there.
When is your birthday? When's that coming up?
January 22nd.
So still a few months. If you could get anything for your birthday in relation to a football gift, what kind of football gift is maybe a win, maybe a trip to a college to visit, or professional game, or maybe visiting like a football player or something like that? What kind of gift would you want football-wise for your birthday?
Football-wise, maybe a new football.
Yeah, that's not bad. I want one too. Mine blew up last year. I was playing with it on right before Thanksgiving. We go out and throw every year to get warmed up for the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
I had the same football in the car every year. I get it pumped up every year. The Saturday before Thanksgiving, get the ball pumped up. The ball probably lasted 15 years. It was an old kind of a rubber texture football. Mm-hmm. But the thing was, what's so good about it was the same ball every year. You used it a few times, and last year finally it got kicked, and all of a sudden the string, you see the string start to break through,
right.
And it finally died. So you would get a new football.
Yes. Because in our house, we lose a lot of footballs.
I bet you guys go through a few footballs at your place.
Yeah, we do.
Definitely. Mr. Harris, good to see you again as always.
You too.
Nile Harris, N-I-L-E, Nile, from the Nile River. Is that where it came from?
Yes.
I thought so. This guy is going to probably be down the Nile River one day. Always good to see you. Keep up the good work and play hard tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Good thing, he plays with a smile to in the games. He smiles during the game, right?
Yes, sir.
The other guys sit up and they're ready to go crazy when they see that smile. Thank you, Nile.